Good morning, NBC. This is Pastor Charlie coming to you with the Word of God today, August 2nd, Tuesday, 2022. Reading from Genesis. The quiet time reading assignment has come back all the way to Genesis. Yesterday was a portion from Genesis 1 through 13. Today is 14 through 23. I'm reading from the NIV. And God said, "Let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years. And let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning the fourth day. And God said, "Let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky." So God created the great creatures of the sea and every living thing with which the water teems and that moves about in it according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." And there was evening and there was morning the fifth day. This is the word of the Lord. One of the main features of Christianity, of course, this is stemming from Judaism, is of monotheism, the singular God, God of creation, the notion that we can even imagine or fathom of a being that created everything. And I remember there was a time when I had doubts, when I was questioning during college years and beyond. I was at a point where I was sort of agnostic. I was open to all kinds of other spiritual traditions, shall we say. There was a time when I was open to Buddhism, but as time went by, I noticed that these things didn't didn't have explanatory power of a lot of the things that we experience on a day-to-day basis. Just this morning, I was coming to church and just noticing the regularity of how the day begins with the rising of the sun, right? So right now, one of the most compelling arguments against atheism, as actually discussed, there was a prominent atheist who actually has said this, that the most convincing argument for the explanation of God is design. And when we look at Genesis, starting from 1 through even today's portion, 14 through 23, the order, there is a certain kind of order that seems to be indicated here when God speaks everything into existence. That is, his intention is proclaimed by which everything is formed. It wasn't just arbitrary. It was with many design features. And one of the main things that we see here in today's passage is that God saw that it was good and that he blesses them. He blesses the things that he has designed and put into place. One of the main function is to continue to multiply. Abundance is one of the features of God's design. Just recently I got to visit Korea, and this has been the case for a while in Japan, that many more newer generations of people are having less and less children, And so we notice that even though we do worry about the overpopulation because of the incrementally exponential, seemingly like the growth of the population seems so unsustainable, a lot of people, some people are saying that the converse is actually the reality, that a lot of civilized, a lot of these advanced first world countries are having less and less children, going contrary to the mandate to be fruitful and to multiply. In other words, the number is dwindling down. We don't know what the experts really know about the future, but one thing that I want to have people take away from the text of Genesis is that the God who we believe in is the God of all creation. There are things that are visible that we marvel at, the spectacle in nature, and then there are some things that we have yet to discover, things that have been previously unknown to the naked eye, things that we are discovering every day in the minutia of the most basic constituent parts. The physicists are discovering more and more smaller parts down to the nano, like the quarks and neutrino mass. And yet, this is the fact, folks. God, whom we believe in, has created all these things. So let that be something that actually strikes a sense of awe in you, because that is really what worship entails. When you have in your mind able to conceive, or at least if you're in your consciousness revealed of a being such as God, then it does strike a sense of awe. Like when you look into the Grand Canyon, when you look into just some things in nature, people are just like, wow, inspired. But to think of somebody who has created all these things, I cannot imagine a heart, a soul who does not respond when we think about such a being. So may it be the case that in your spirit that you'll be led to worship him today. He's deserving. If there could be any being that is deserving of our worship, it's God himself, the God of all creation. Have a wonderful week in the Lord. Blessings to you.